Alright guys, what's up? This is Sonic Soul here, and I just wanted to talk about Testament. They recently dropped their starter guide, and I wanted to go over, in particular, everything that they discussed regarding this character, and kind of just break down a little bit about what we might see from Testament.
Testament excels in the mid-range, fighting with a variety of projectiles. Take control of the field by combining these projectiles with long-range normals.
Just like the older versions of Testament, Testament's going to want to basically stay within the mid-range and control space. Testament could also kind of zone you in the older games, you know, put up other tools like traps and everything. I wonder how they redesigned this character for this game.
Stain. Certain moves put the opponent into stain state.
Stain state.
Follow-up attack will occur when you hit the opponent with certain moves while they are in stain state.
Okay, so basically we see the Crow put them in stain state in the trailer and in this preview. And what stain state basically does, it's not poison like the older games. In this game, it gives Testament added hit stun advantage. We're gonna see that now.
You can go into a combo after the follow-up attack hits, or maintain your offense when blocked. Use this opportunity to go on the offense.
You basically get like a juggle potential state, right? Or probably added hit stun on block. But essentially, you get to follow up. So if you have the opponent in stain state, 9 times out of 10, Testament's gonna be on your ass. So Testament used to be, like I said before, like a mid-range character that could also kind of zone you with traps, but also had really extreme pressure when up close due to those traps. So the stain state is definitely the big redesign here that I'm seeing.
Grave Reaper. Testament strikes forward with their side, sending out a projectile. The slash version sends the projectile forward, while the heavy slash version moves at a diagonal.
So basically this is EXE Beast. If you guys know what EXE Beast is, basically Testament had sent out a hungry hippo basically on the screen, and it could delay when it attacks, or it can attack immediately. In this case, the projectile here can be sent in, I think it's 2 directions. You can either send it up forward or straight forward towards the opponent, right? And essentially it throws out this little like minion, and it stays on screen for a little bit, and during that time you get moves that interact with that little demon. This is probably what replaces the traps that Testament used to have in the older games, like with the net and with the tree.
The Scythe Strike also has a hitbox and combos into the projectile on hit.
Yep.
The properties of the projectile change if you hold down the button
Sick.
for each version.
They could delay the EXE Beast just like they did in the older games, where it'll just travel forward and still be a little bit active before actually like attacking.
Properties of the projectile change if you hold down the button for each version.
It travels really slowly and it's a little more
Increasing
active.
the active frames of the projectile. The projectile transforms into a succubus and remains for a short while before disappearing.
Nice.
Unholy Diver. Testament's Crow Familiar flies forward. This move puts the opponent in stain state on hit or block.
So this is the one move that we talked about that puts them into this state where you could get the added hit stun bonus or the added combo potential. So the stain state can be accessed through Unholy Diver, which is the Crow. Now the thing about Gravedigger is that basically that Crow is going to go wherever the succubus appears from Gravedigger. So wherever the succubus is from Gravedigger, the Crow's going to go right to that succubus.
If the
We saw this in the trailer.
Grave Reaper is on screen, the Crow flies towards that position.
See, look.
Watch for the positioning of the opponent and the projectile when going for this move. Possession. Testament vanishes and reappears in the position of the projectile from Grave Reaper.
So this is the teleport we saw in the trailer. And again, just like the Crow, Unholy Diver, the possession move, which is the teleport, will go right to wherever the succubus is. Before, Testament had a counter that allowed him to teleport behind the opponent. So now, instead of him having that counter, he has his teleport move instead.
Testament reappears in their initial position if the projectile is not on screen. Testament will also reappear in their initial position when the button is held down. This means the move can be used either for movement or as a feint.
That's sick. So basically, while the
This means the move
actual
can be
succubus
used
is on
either for
screen,
movement
so let's say the succubus is on screen, you could choose to either not move at all or move to where the succubus is using possession. And the thing about it is a feint, so you could trick your opponent on your approach. Alternatively, you don't even have to do that. You could just do the feint teleport and then send out the crow, or you can send out the crow by itself. It adds mind games, basically, to what Testament wants to do. And again, this kind of replaces a lot of the other things that Testament has and sort of goes through this big redesign overhaul. Because in the older games, Testament had a lot. Testament would throw out a skull, and that skull would put you in a very particular... It would be a curse. And he would get an overhead... A girl would come out and would do an overhead scythe attack. And you literally had to worry about that because it would track you. Same with the crow. The crow, all of the attacks, including the multi-projectile, the actual, like, the projectile itself of the crow going after you, it would all track you wherever you were on screen. But now they've seemed to, like, balance it by basically having a little marker that you can manipulate and where you could put, so that way any of these traps that you control can go to a particular position. And I don't know, maybe it'll work in the confines of Strive, but this is a pretty big change for Testament overall, just from these short little bits of moves that we've seen so far.
Or as a feint, Arbiter's Sign, an attack that tracks to the opponent's position to an extent. The slash version is a low, and the heavy slash version is an overhead.
Arbiter's Sign is a reference to Testament's old Dust, where they would actually send hands to come up from their Dust attack. Their Dust attack would go really far, and because Dusts were overhead, you had to worry about that alongside all the other things that Testament was throwing at you. And it was really tricky to deal with. So instead of that being Testament's Dust, which we ended up seeing earlier in the video, being just a physical hitting an overhead attack up close, they now get it in a special move called Arbiter's Sign. And they get two versions. They get a high version and a low version.
This move works well to mix up a blocking opponent. However, be aware that it cannot track the opponent from too close or too far a distance. Nostrovia. Testament summons a succubus who performs multiple powerful attacks. This move has quick recovery,
and it puts you in stain state.
Opportunity to approach together with the succubus. The succubus
that's sick.
Attacks
also, if you notice just now,
with the succubus,
there's some cheeky stuff right there. As the succubuses are attacking the succubi, basically Testament runs up and you can get a free mix. High-low mix. High-low throw mix, basically, if you want to see. That was 2K. And if we count the frames on 2K real quick, because this is 60 frames per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. 6 frame low. You gotta deal with a 6 frame low or a potential Dust. And, you know, they have meters, so they could do Dust overhead. Or they don't even have to run up. Alternatively, if there's a trap, you could kind of mix them up, being with the teleport. You could go left, right. Or, alternatively, you could send... well, I don't know if you could send the crow. Maybe you can't. I actually do wonder how the traps would work. I wonder how you sending out the succubus on either side to control where you teleport or where the crow is. I wonder if those go away if you do this super. But either way, you do get a mix-up. You definitely get a high-low in this situation. A 6 frame low or a run-up overhead, right? That they have to worry about. And you could choose to do nothing, or you could choose to grab them. So this is kind of cool.
The succubus's attacks also put the opponent in stain state on hit or block. Go all in on the opponent while maintaining your advantage.
Sick.
Calamity 1. Testament summons a massive beast, unleashing an extremely powerful attack. This move has invincibility as the attack comes
Makes
up,
sense.
making it work well in combos or for interrupting the opponent's offense.
That move is just a giant EXE beast. Clearly, Testament doesn't have a meterless reversal that they can do.
Or for interrupting.
In the older games, Testament used to actually have a move that was plus on block that was also a reversal. It was just a giant splash attack, right? Now, it's probably a physical attack. It's probably negative. And yeah, it's going to be the one invincible reversal that you're going to have to look out for when you're pressuring Testament. The whole premise of this character, again, is to control the mid-range and essentially stop them from being able to approach through mid-range play. Far Slash has been historically a strong button for Testament. And aside from that, Slash Grim, which is the Slash EXE beast, you could put that down too and force them to kind of want to jump. And then once they do, that's when you do forward heavy slash, or you could anti-air them with 6P, because Testament 6P wasn't terrible either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have a 12 frame 11 or 12 frame 6P, which is a little slow. You also could use the Air Grim Reaper or the Air EXE Beast. I'm so used to calling it EXE Beast. You could use that as well to anti-air them in this situation too. And since the EXE Beast also sends out a Succubus up top, you could also send the Crow right after as well to enforce them to stay on the ground so they don't jump at you. So very good options for dealing with mid-range and kind of slowly but surely getting into that offensive play. They definitely redesigned this character a bit. 7 frame 5K, 12 frame 6P if I'm counting correctly, 6 frame 2K. It seems pretty standard. It might be a 7 frame 5K and a 6 frame 2K. The slash normals are definitely going to be double digit, or at least 10 frame startup. Yeah, we didn't see too many buttons in this trailer outside of the main 2K 2D Gatling. I do feel as though Testament is going to be a very interesting character. I feel as though while this character had a lot of stuff in the older games, this game is going to be kind of gimped. Not a lot of things as opposed to the previous iteration.
Keep the opponent under pressure.
Not many special moves, by the way.
Chance you can to take the advantage.
Not many special moves, by the way. Very easy character. They're number 4 ease of use. Number 4 stars on the ease of use scale. So they're very easy to play. I'm very iffy about the strength of this character. I don't see a 5P here that I could count yet. But I will tell you that this character does have tools to mix the opponent up. And once we learn a little more about what Stain State does, because I think it has something to do with messing with hit stun. But we'll see, right? If it does more and it adds an actual like combo state or like a juggle state, because that's what it looks like in the video, then that's cool. But ultimately, this is no Badlands, right? No Badlands, no tree, no net. A lot of stuff is gone and reworked. So maybe it'll be good for Strive, but I'm not sure, bro. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. How do you guys feel about Testament? Do you like New Testament? Let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, again, like the video. Please sub as well if you haven't already. We are at 20K. I can't believe we're at 20K. I never imagined that we would be at 20K. But let's try to get higher than that. And yeah, I hope I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all take it easy. Peace out. Take care.